This is a game between Grischuk and Topalov. Topalov was playing with the white pieces, and we have a really sharp and complicated position here where everything is hanging. So there's this rook hanging on d3 because the knight's attacking it, and I should say that it's white's turn here. There's this knight hanging on h6 that white really can't defend, and there's a lot of loose pieces, and it's white to move. And here he probably should have played something like rook to b3, and that would attack the knight by opening up the bishop. Instead, white played a very natural move, rook to f3, and that seems very natural to hit this knight and to hit this knight. And it seems like it's not so bad that this knight is hanging on h6. But this is really a position where everything is determined by not common sense, but rather by very specific calculations and very specific moves. So it happens so that here black spotted a very precise tactical shot that decided the game on the spot, and it's very hard to understand the purpose of that move. But if we dive deeper into the position, we'll understand that the issue is that these two knights are hanging, and if black could resolve the problem of defending these two knights, the knight on h6 would probably fall and black would remain up a piece. So if black could just somehow miraculously exchange these two knights or defend them, things would be good for him. And this is exactly what Grischuk's next move accomplishes. And once this move was played, Topalov resigned immediately. So, well, not immediately, but he resigned without playing any more moves. So out of nowhere comes rook to e1, and that decides the game, because, well, now there's no more time to capture on f4. If we capture on f4, well, then this is winning. Now I'll say black is just up a lot of material. So on rook e1, white should probably take, and then comes this fork. And this fork is very important because this solves the problem of both knights, basically. The knight from c4 leaves the square where it is attacked, and after the fork and check, he will capture the rook that is attacking the knight. And now the material is still even, but white has too many hanging pieces. The rook on e1 is hanging, and the knight on h6 is hanging. So if white just goes away to an arbitrary square, he would lose that knight on h6. So the only try really is to do something like rook to e3, trying to counterattack. But then the issue is decided by many moves that the black can play. He can just go away to any square with the knight. He could take the d4 pawn. The most precise, though, is knight to h2, again counter-attacking the bishop, and once the bishop moves, black will just take on h6 and remain up a piece. So it seems like there's a lot of options and there's a lot of hanging pieces, but in reality, after rook e1, most variations are about 2 moves long, so it didn't take long for Topalov to calculate that and to realize that this is over. So a very nice tactic by Grischuk, and he's done well in this tournament, and it's through finding resources like this, probably in time trouble and after complex struggle, being able to find complicated resources like this is what defines the top player.